Welcome back to the National Dog Show presented by Purina. This is what we have been waiting for all day. Best in Show.
And here's our 7 group winners at the National Dog Show presented by Purina. From the working group, it's the Newfoundland. From the Hound group, it's the Scottish Deerhound. From the herding group, the Bearded Collie. From the sporting group, the ASCOBI Cocker Spaniel. From the Terrier group, the Skye Terrier. From the non-sporting group, the French Bulldog. And from the toy group, it's the Smooth Chihuahua. 7 great group winners.
Indeed. A great group today. The judge is being introduced right now. This is Ms. Beth Swiper.
All right, do it again.
Assisted by Frank DiPaolo with the Kennel Club of Philadelphia.
Give a little smile there. She's got a beautiful lineup. She should be smiling.
Special area of expertise. She has to know each one of these breeds that represent 7 different groups, David.
From the 1,763 dogs that started the day, we're down to the final 7. Breed winners, group winners, and now the final lineup. Who's going to be best in show from those 1,700 dogs of more than 180 different breeds? Let's see, people are clapping as she steps in front of their favorite. Got a nice variety there in addition to nice quality. A little bit of everything for somebody.
Here comes the Newfoundland.
Here's Winslow the Newfoundland, owned by Scott Rainey and Jenny Lengel and Christine Gorsuch from Alexandria, Virginia.
He's a big old bear, isn't he?
Yes. Handler Michael Scott. The breeder is Ginny Lengel and Wendy Heyman. The Newfoundland. Turf tides breezing up at Bear in Mind, with a bunch of titles at the end of its name for agility and a bunch of other performance sports. A balanced dog, we say, has titles at both ends. Look at that face. Michael Scott, the handler. Coming right into your living room here. Give him a little piece of turkey when he stops. Very nice. Dog's in great weight. They're not as heavy as you might think anyway. They're about 150 pounds or so, which sounds like a lot, of course, but
still very much a lap dog.
Yes. The champion swimmer of the dog world. So they'll bring some of that water back to your lap at any moment in time.
Here is the Scottish Deerhound. Great looking dog as well.
This is Chelsea. Grand champion Foxcliffe's Chelsea Piers, owned by Cecilia Dove and Dr. Scott Dove. They are the breeders along with Sarah Sweat. Angela Lloyd is the handler. Chelsea's mother, Hickory, was best in show at Westminster in 2011. The winner of the Hound group, Chelsea. Beautiful Scottish Deerhound. They are supposed to have an easy, active gait. You can see that here. Rough-coated greyhound, very similar.
Very good. Around to the end for me.
Another dog that doesn't do so much what it was originally bred to do, that is to hunt antlered game. It's outlawed in this country, but they still have the tendency and the personality to do that. And that's important for the judge to know and see.
And the clubs support that by field trials and things of that nature to keep the breed true to its specification. And here is the Bearded Collie.
We've had a Bearded Collie go best in show here before. So why not this one? This is Zach, Grand Champion Dunhill's Steeler Nation, owned by Scott and Valerie Schaefer and Ray and Kathy Harrington, who are also the breeders, from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Katie Shepard is the handler. The winner of the herding group, the Bearded Collie.
Get down with that for me, please.
There's our bounce. We knew we'd get one last one there. This dog moves beautifully, doesn't it?
He's a nice moving dog. The coat complements the movement well. Judge moves them down and back to look at them coming and going, their movement. And she'll watch the side gate as she takes them around the ring to the end.
Okay, around to the end, please.
There you go.
Just enough to mess up about 20 minutes of tough grooming.
And draw a great response from the crowd. It's still SRO here. And speaking of great grooming, the ASCOB Cocker Spaniel.
All the way from Kennewick, Washington, it's Matt. Grand Champion Blondham's Easy Matters. Multiple best in show, #1 ASCOB. Owned and bred by Sherry and Barry Blondham from Kennewick, Washington. Lisa Arnett is the handler.
What you can't see won't hurt you.
Down and back for me, please.
They pull the ears up like that so the judge can get a good, clean look at the neck. How the neck is set into the shoulders. Length of neck. It's smooth and flowing the way it's supposed to be. Here's Matt.
This is a beauty. This is a beauty. The tea-colored of the coat is just remarkable.
It's called buff. Again, an ASCOB cocker, any solid color other than black. One of 3 varieties in cockers. There's Matt. Look at the dog go. Wow, very nice.
Speaking of well-groomed,
This dog is immaculate.
isn't it? Skye Terrier.
Beautiful dog. Top winning dog. Deservedly so.
Started off today with this dog as a winner.
The Skye Terrier. Champion Craigsmore Good Time Charlie with 78 best in shows. Let's see if we can get number 79 today, perhaps. The owners are Victor Malzoni and Nancy Shaw. The breeders are Gene Zafiris and Matt Stander. Laird Cornelius is the handler.
How distinct are these markings here with the dark ears and the gray tone to the coat?
It gives them a great look. They're supposed to be long, low, and level. And the coloring, of course, brings out those ears and the facial features. But this dog is a wonderful show dog. Great specimen. They have to start by being a great specimen of their breed, but then they have to have a little something extra in the ring. A little showmanship, pizzazz, call it whatever you want.
And you mentioned the coat complementing the movement of the dog. Certainly indicative here, huh?
Absolutely.
Thank you. Right around.
This dog's had a lot of big wins in its past. Let's see if it can add this one. The Skye Terrier, Charlie. Speaking of fun-loving, here we have the Frenchie.
Suspicious little look. Our faces are so expressive.
Ruby from New York City, New York. Got finalists from 6 different states across the country, as far away as Washington, Missouri, Florida, Pennsylvania, Virginia. This is Ruby. Champion Iacta alia est de la
Back for me,
bet.
please.
How about my Latin? Never had Latin in high school. 5 best in shows.
I remember Agricola and Agricola. I think I nod out at that. Here we come. There's the distinctive little move with the Frenchie.
Owned by Patricia Hirsch from New York and Dr. Peter Fotos and Blake Hammond from Attleboro, Massachusetts, who are also the breeders. Julie Longmire is the handler. Here's Ruby.
Thank you, ma'am. Right around for me.
You gotta love a Frenchie. They're so sweet. Great clowns. Lots of fun. Coming right at you.
What do you think, Mom? We got this locked up?
And And the last dog in the lineup.
And certainly not least, although
Hammer.
never prove it by a Chihuahua. They got big hearts.
They think they're a big dog. They line up the dogs in the final lineup by size. So when they run them around together, they're not running over slower dogs in front of them. So the smallest dog, the Chihuahua, is in the back of the line. It's our last dog. The Sanito, top-winning Chihuahua of all time, owned by Janet Lang Moses and Jim Moses, and Dr. Romulo Torres Sanchez from Mexico City, Mexico, who's also the breeder. Erica Lanasa is the handler for Sanito.
Thank you, ma'am. Right around.
This is a
please.
great-looking little dog, isn't it?
Love this dog.
Oh, that's right.
Great personality, beautifully presented, as are all these dogs.
Yeah, you can hear it from the crowd.
Look at him go.
Yeah. They've all had their chance, David. What do you like?
Well, I love the Skye Terrier. I think he's going to be pushed by the Chihuahua, who I also love. And it's a great lineup. I like them all.
I
Okay,
like
I'd
the
like to
bearded.
see you one at a time around to the end of the line, please. Stopping back here.
One more run through the ring here.
One of those lineups that I like to jokingly say the judge can just close her eyes and point and have a great winner. And that's the way it should be at a show like this.
This is a beautiful Newfoundland. David, I think this is one of the prettier ones that I've seen in the history of the show. That Newfoundland is gorgeous.
Beautiful, beautiful dog. How could he get here without being that? There's the Scottish Deerhound from the Hound group, this bearded Collie from the herding group. From the sporting group, it's the ASCOBI Cocker Spaniel.
One last run.
The Skye Terrier, a little more leisurely pace than the others, but proper speed. Looks great. All these dogs are beautifully presented by their handlers. And the French Bulldog gets a little chuckle from you and a lot of other people, I think.
Inside he's saying, I think this is a lock. I think I got it.
And there's the top-winning Chihuahua in history.
This really is a wonderful grouping.
A very nice lineup.
Each one makes you smile.
And that's the way it should be with dogs in our lives. All of you, before Beth picks her Best in Show winner, lean over and hug the dog sitting on the couch next to you and tell them that they are your Best in Show dog.
It is all about dog thanking today. There they are. While they await the judge's decision.
Take one last look for you at home. Pick your winner at home. It's okay for you to judge from outside the ring, too. We do it all the time. I don't always agree with the judge's decisions from where I sit.
That's right. You and I are going to decide this in the parking lot.
Thank you for bringing such a lovely
Here we
lineup
go.
tonight. I was really thrilled to have everyone. And Best in Show tonight is the Skye Terrier.
The Skye Terrier, Best in Show.
How about that? The beautiful Skye Terrier, his 79th Best in Show.
It was Charlie's Day. Nearly 1,800 dogs started out today. One is Best in Show, the Skye Terrier. Mary's going to be with the winner in just a moment. Stay with us.